Hey guys, tools are cool, but toys are even cooler. Today, let's talk about some of the props, some of the little toys, the gadgets, the knickknacks that we've had over in the last few years, something like that. A lot of this stuff is not available anymore. Like I think these, looks like I got these in 2014. It's a prop I use. We just had it in the last video, and I show some of my customers these to explain, how the hammers work and stuff like that. So a lot of this stuff you can't find, you can't buy. Don't ask me to sell it because I can't sell outside of my route area. I appreciate that you want to purchase stuff from me, but I can't, not allowed to sell outside my area. I'm just here to show you some of the things that I think are pretty cool that I just have at the warehouse here. So let's get this video rolling. Some of you guys might have some of this stuff, and let me know down in the comments the stuff that you have, or if I don't show something, I might not have something that you have, and that's wonderful. Share it down in the comments, some of the coolest things that you have of Snap-on, either promo stuff or prop stuff, merchandise stuff. And let's start with our first one. This one here is the dice cup. So this is how it comes. It's a little dice cup. It's modeled after a 3/4 inch socket, and it has a part number for a 3/4 inch socket on there. Plastic lined inside. And then inside it comes with a bag and some dice, and we'll open these up. And the number 1 on the dice, obviously, is the Snap-on symbol. So kind of a neat little promo item. Not a prop, but a promo item. The dice cup. Another item that I do real well on is the Zippos. So I have a selection of some different Snap-on Zippos. This one's kind of cool. It's kind of got a goldish green tint to it. Kind of neat. One for the deer hunters up here, Yahe, up in Wisconsin, eh? So that's something that you might find on your dealer's truck. Maybe not the exact same design, but one of the Zippos. That's something that we get from the promo catalog, places where we get like our hats and our shirts, stuff like that. This one I had to clean up a little bit. I use this one as a prop on my my truck. I ordered in quite a few of these. This was from 2014 as well. This is the stainless bottle opener, and it's modeled to look like an 1.5 inch socket. And it says a Snap-on on there. And then you just push this down on your bottle, and it pulls the cap right off it. A lot of guys love this one. The 1.5 inch stainless steel bottle opener. So this one I've had with me, I think, since about 2011. It's the gigantic wrench, and I've had this on 3 of my trucks. It's gotten pretty beat up over the years, things rubbing on it, but just a super cool looking wrench. I don't know if they offer it. The story back in when I got it was we had to buy a whole bunch of wrench sets with the Flank Drive Plus, and this has the Flank Drive Plus teeth in there. Let me turn it so you can see inside of there. And it actually came with a nut that you could use this as a prop, and show customers how the Flank Drive Plus works. So if we bought all kinds of wrenches, then we could get a 2-pack of them. And I actually met the gentleman who designed the Flank Drive on these. He was at our tools show. I believe it was 2011. Super cool experience, and it's kind of neat that I have something to remember that by. So pretty neat wrench. So I've showed you the wrench. You've seen the supersized hammer. Obviously we have to bring out our big screwdriver. It's a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, for adjusting idle air control screws on Hondas or something, mopeds. No, this thing is just awesome. It is a big mock-up with our Instinct handle. It's got the little bolster on here and the vapor blasted tip. The number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Kind of a neat neat item. I did have at one point, I had the large pliers as well, but I think I did some giveaways with them, and I don't have any at the warehouse here at all. If you have one of them, let me know in the comments. Them are really cool. They have the talon grip teeth inside of them. It's a really neat looking pair of pliers. It's not uncommon to find on your dealer's truck some sort of mugs. With our credit program that we have going on, we've been giving away the 3-in-1 tumblers. So there's all different types of mugs out there. This unit, I want to say this one's from like 2011 as well. It's a 84-inch Epic roll cab, has a power drawer, 2 lockers on it, and it has the power top for keeping your laptop. Whoa, what's inside of there? It's got a little Varus inside of there. So this drawer opens up. I believe the power drawer opens up, and the lockers open up. This thing's got a lot of miles riding down the road on the truck getting beat up, so I got some tape holding the doors shut. But the lockers open up like that so you can see inside of there. And even the drawers come out on the locker. Like I said, I believe this one's from about 2011, 2012. 84-inch Epic with 2 side lockers and a hutch. We got the socket can coolers. Any of you guys remember them? These are probably 4 or 5 years old. Might be a little older than that. Top comes off and fill it up. I was told you can fit like an 18-pack, some ice, and a couple containers of worms in there. Nice fishing cooler. So just some cool stuff that Snap-on offers from time to time for our customers that really take pride in the brand, kind of like us dealers do, that want to take this stuff home and want to show it off, you know, out on the road with their mugs or with their coolers, stuff like that. Or if you have a home shop, or even at your shop that you work at, hanging up the big pliers or the big screwdriver or the hammers or wrenches, stuff like that. Let me see what else I can find here. So we're gonna take a walk out in the warehouse and see what we can find out here, because some things I can't bring inside the truck. And one of them is this. Are you thirsty? Get a drink from our vintage Snap-on refrigerator. There's another hammer, there's a screwdriver, and then, let me turn this around. How about a vintage clock? How many of you guys have Snap-on clocks at your shop or at your home? Here's kind of another neat one. It's the gas pump. And then down below, sorry it's a little dark, but down below I got a drone, and then we have a knife set. Let's go ahead and pull the knife set out. So here's the knife set, a nice wooden box, kind of green and embossed in there. And then underneath is the Snap-on box and knives. As far as the drone goes, it's just a little tiny thing. There's no camera or nothing on it, but a little quadcopter drone. And let me put this up against my DJI once, just to give you a size so you can see the difference. So once again, here is the little quadcopter, and that's the DJI. So quite, I'll set that on top of there once. Quite the difference in them. What a fun little drone anyway. So in the display case, I have a little belt buckle. This was actually given to me by a guy that lives in the neighborhood here. And when I used to run the business out of my house, he stopped by, and he was a mechanic for years, and his dealer had given him this belt buckle. And he thought it was pretty cool that he would bring it over, and he just gave it to me. I don't know if there's any year markings. Nope. Solid brass. Pretty cool. We got, this is a wrench that I got from training, 2013. We got the little snap-on truck. That one had been played with, obviously. The snap-on car. And then up top, this one's actually a clock. Let me turn that around. So, kind of a neat little, I think it's a Peterbilt. No, it's a GMC. This little snap-on clock. Another a step van with a lift gate. Oop. And that's for our insurance program. They were giving these away at one of our tool shows when you went there and checked out all your insurance stuff, made sure you were up to date. And then the Snap-on Mustang. I had ordered this from, I believe, Wild Impact or one of these places. And it went along with the garage. I don't know if you guys ever seen the garage, but let me show you the garage. Here's another Traxxas remote control truck. And this one's a little tiny. You can see the size. Here's my hand. This is for the 95th anniversary. This is the Snap-on garage. And this thing is super cool. All these little parts in there, roll cabinets, creepers, a couple guys, the different equipment, and all this stuff moves. This is kind of like a Barbie set for grown men. So all this stuff moves around. Here's a little impact. The Snap-on garage. Little tool cart. Look at the puller set on the back wall. Some of my funnest giveaways so far is for Christmas last year, I gave away a brand new four-wheeler. That wasn't a Snap-on program. It was something I went to one of my local shops that I service, purchased a four-wheeler from them, and I ran a contest from about Halloween or just shortly after Halloween all the way through till Christmas, and drew on Christmas Eve. And I think there should be a video here of me giving that four-wheeler away. So that was a really fun one. We had the RC cars. Those are always great for giveaways. I've done a couple of the grills that look like toolboxes for giveaways, a kegerator, just a ton of them. Have you guys won anything? Is there anything that you've won? Or that somebody in your shop has won, something neat? Share down below. It's kind of, I kind of like to read through that and kind of remember if I ran a program like that, or maybe that gives me an idea to run a program like that. So you're helping me out and putting a smile on my face as I think back to all the good times there. And I appreciate you guys watching me tonight again. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. And any comments you have, leave them down below. I'll read through them all. I appreciate it, and have a good night.